Hello there, fellow travelers on the information superhighway. Tonight, we're diving into the wacky world of finance, specifically something called tokenization. It's like discovering your grandma secretly collects Beanie Babies, but instead of plush toys, it's potentially life-changing investments. This is all thanks to the magic of VaultD, the world's first hybrid tokenization platform. Intrigued? You should be. Stick around as we unlock the vault and explore VaultD. Now let's unpack this hybrid tokenization thing. Basically, VaultD takes real-world assets. We're talking things you can actually touch, like a first edition Charizard Pokemon card or a gold bar that would make Scrooge McDuck jealous, and turns them into digital tokens. Imagine taking that Picasso, chopping it up into tiny digital pieces, and then you can buy and sell those pieces. Don't worry, no actual Picassos are harmed in this process. These tokens represent ownership of the underlying asset, kind of like digital deeds. But here's where the hybrid part comes in. Vault doesn't just deal with these digital tokens. It also lets you buy and sell whole assets, just like a traditional marketplace. So whether you're a high roller looking to buy a whole Van Gogh or a regular Joe wanting to grab a fraction of a rare comic book, Vault has got you covered. Think of it as the ultimate fusion of old school collecting and cutting-edge technology. It's like putting a monocle on a monkey, an unexpected but strangely compelling combination. Ready to jump into the world of tokenized assets? Great. Getting started with VaultD is as easy as ordering something online, except instead of ending up with a questionable impulse purchase, you could be on your way to owning a piece of history. First things first, head over to the VaultD website. You know the drill. Enter your email, create a password that's harder to crack than the Enigma code, and agree to the terms and conditions that no one ever reads. Then, because we live in a society that demands proof you're not a robot or a very sophisticated AI pretending to be John Oliver, you'll need to verify your account. This usually involves clicking a link in your email or entering a code. Think of it as a digital bouncer, making sure only legitimate investors get into the VaultD club. Once you're in, you're free to browse the marketplace and start building your own digital treasure trove. Now for the fun part, shopping. Browsing the VaultD marketplace is like wandering through a digital museum crossed with a high-end auction house. You'll find everything from rare collectibles and luxury watches to precious metals and even real estate, all neatly categorized and displayed. Each listing gives you all the juicy details you need to make an informed decision. You can see the asset's history, its current market value, and even the minimum investment amount if you're interested in fractional ownership. It's like having a personal art appraiser and financial advisor all rolled into one. Let's say you've always dreamed of owning a piece of a classic car, but your bank account has other ideas. With VaultD, you can buy a fraction of that vintage Porsche or classic Mustang without needing a trust fund. It's like carpooling, but instead of sharing a ride, you're sharing ownership of a sweet ride. Section 5, owning a piece of Picasso fractional ownership explained. Now let's talk about fractional ownership, the revolutionary concept that's making investing sexier than a spreadsheet full of numbers. Remember that Picasso we talked about earlier? Let's say it's worth a cool $10 million because, you know, it's a Picasso. With fractional ownership, VaultD creates 10 million digital tokens, each representing a tiny piece of that masterpiece. You, with your more modest budget, can buy, say, 100 of those tokens for $1 each. Congratulations, you now own a piece of art history. And while you might not be able to hang it on your wall, you do get bragging rights. And more importantly, the potential for your investment to grow. It's like buying stock in a company, but instead of a boring old company, you're investing in something tangible, something with actual aesthetic value. Plus, it's way more fun to tell people at parties that you own a piece of a Picasso than to explain your investment portfolio. Section 6, cashing out your digital riches, how to withdraw from VaultD. Okay, so you've bought some tokenized assets, you've watched their value hopefully go up, and now you're ready to cash in like a Wall Street tycoon. VaultD offers a couple of ways to turn your digital riches into cold, hard cash. First, you can sell your tokens or assets directly to other users on the VaultD marketplace. It's like eBay, but with less questionable Beanie Baby auctions. Simply list your assets for sale, set your price, and wait for a buyer to bite. Once the deal is done, the money goes straight into your vault account. Alternatively, if you're holding on to a whole asset, you can request to have it physically delivered to you. That's right, you can go from owning a digital token to holding that rare comic book or gold bar in your very own hands. It's like magic, but with less smoke and mirrors and more legal paperwork. Section 7, Vaulted, your gateway to the future of asset ownership. So there you have it, folks. Vault D is more than just a platform. It's a revolution in the way we think about owning assets. It's democratizing access to investments that were once reserved for the ultra-wealthy, giving everyone a chance to own a piece of the pie, or Picasso, as it were. With its user-friendly interface, secure platform, and innovative approach to asset ownership, Vault D is poised to become the go-to destination for anyone looking to diversify their portfolio and join the exciting world of tokenized assets. It's like the Wild West of finance out there, but instead of tumbleweeds and saloons, there are digital tokens and fractional ownership. And with Vault D as your trusty steed, you can navigate this new frontier with confidence and potentially strike gold, or at least a fraction of a gold bar. Section 8, ready to dive in? Don't just take my word for it. Head over to the Vault D website and see for yourself. Who knows, you might just discover your inner art collector, rare coin enthusiast, or precious metal aficionado. The future of asset ownership is here, and it's waiting for you to claim your piece of it.